What is going on, you guys? Welcome to the OTTR show. My name is Nathan, and the other day I saw that Vince McMahon had retired, and I'll admit that caught me off guard a little bit because this guy has been in wrestling for a very long time. Back when he was an announcer, when his father ran the company, Vince McMahon Sr., and it was called the WWF. And now he finally decided to step down and retire. And I think I know why, because of all this scandalous shit that's going on with him. And for all the bad stuff you can say about Vince McMahon, there's a lot of good things you can say about him. Like, he is probably one of the biggest stars in the wrestling business. Like, he's the biggest heel with the evil evil Mr. McMahon character, the one that was feuding with Stone Cold Steve Austin for all that time. And everybody, I know people who haven't watched wrestling in years, and they know who Vince McMahon is. So yeah, he's a very big star. And I mean, towards the end of his run, he was a little out of touch with reality and everything. And he's had a very long career, and he's finally being able to enjoy the fruits of his labor and take a step back and spend time with his family. So that means Stephanie and Triple H are taking over. And, well, I'm not really sure how I feel about Triple H being in charge of creative because, I mean, as great as he did running NXT, and there's no doubt about that, he did a pretty nice job of NXT, but the thing is, he kind of lost the plot a little bit. And what I mean by that is he basically turned NXT into a high production indie fed instead of what it's supposed to be, which was a developmental where you take these young people, train them up, and show them how to be WWE characters, show them how to wrestle the way WWE wants them to, and basically prepare them for the main roster so they can face people like Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, people like that, Randy Orton, people like that. Kind of like what they did with OVW back in the day. But, I mean, like, look, I understand that a lot of people like that, and I get it. I mean, Triple H gave you exactly what you wanted under the WWE brand. They gave you the type of wrestling that you like. But the thing is that really going to appeal to a mainstream audience? Because NXT, when Triple H was in charge, they could barely beat AEW. Like, AEW was beating them consistently, and the only time that NXT ever beat AEW was whenever they had one of their special shows, like, what was it, Bash at the Beach, or the Halloween Havoc, or one of the old WCW pay-per-views. But yeah, like, and I'm thinking, like, this guy's in charge of creative now? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I know exactly how it's going to be, but, like, but I will be cautiously optimistic. I mean, I'm hoping we can get more cohesive storylines with the characters and not be all about this flippy crash test dummy bullshit. Yes, I watch a little bit of Jim Cornette. Yes, okay, flog me if you must. But yes, we need those larger than life presences. Like, we need these movie star caliber type people, because those are the people that draw in an audience. Like, we need those people, because if you give them a little taste of somebody like that, they'll just keep coming back for more and more and more every week, and that's what you want. Because in business, if you're not growing, you're dying. Period. Like, that's all there is to it. And I'm really hoping that Triple H decides to really steer the ship on the right course, because I know that Bruce Pritchard was in charge, and Bruce Pritchard was not that great. I mean, you sure, he might have been good back in the day, but not anymore, because he was learning how to book for Vince and Vince only, and instead of the crowd. And yeah, no, because Vince, as you can say as much stuff as you want about Vince, and he is out of touch as hell, absolutely. But there is certain things that Vince did that were good. Like he was invested in what's his name, Austin Theory, and that kid had potential. It's good that they were investing in their young guys. That's good because most of their top guys are in their 30s and 40s, and I'm like, yeah, you guys need to start investing in your young people because you can't depend on these people forever, and that's just how it is. But when he was running NXT, he was pushing all these guys with with these bland ass personalities like Johnny Gargano. I'm like, there's nothing there. Everyone was telling me how great he is, and I'm just like, no. But I think what they need to do is they need to give everybody their first names back because referring to somebody by their last name is stupid. Like Theory, Ciampa, Riddle. Come on, give them their names back. Like, that's kind of stupid. But it has me a little bit worried because Cody Rhodes is going to come back in a couple months, probably next year. But he was supposed to get like a huge push and for the title, and I'm hoping that still happens because there are certain things that Vince had set in motion that they might end up changing because nobody really knows what Vince wants because he can change his mind just like that. And I'm hoping that they still keep their word on Cody because that was good. Just like how they changed Edge's faction. Like, they changed that at the drop of a dime, and now I don't really give a shit about that group. But, yeah, they need to make sure that everybody does a good job and everything. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling on a little bit. But long story short, I do think that Vince leaving is definitely a game changer. I mean, like I said, you can say as much bad things as you want about him. Vince was definitely like the top guy in wrestling because there is no other CEO in wrestling besides Tony Khan, and his numbers aren't that great. But the thing is I mean, there's often a debate on whether or not if Vince McMahon didn't do the things he did that maybe WCW would still be in business, or maybe ECW would still be around, or the territories would be, because there's certain things that he did to prevent the territories from doing their thing. Who knows? Everything could have been a lot different. I mean, I don't know. And then you got another thing that happened that changed when Vince quit is Brock Lesnar decided to just leave and come back. And with that is I'm kind of concerned because Vince liked Brock because let's be real here, the guy's a money maker, and only a fool would say he's not. And I'm questioning, is Brock going to leave? Because Vince is the one who kind of gave him the push. Like, every time their ratings are low, he'd be like, Brock, we need you. Come on in. Or same thing with Goldberg. Bill, we need you. But, yeah, I don't know. Brock might go. I mean, it's hard to say. And I heard that he might win at SummerSlam. And he might finally be ending the reign of our tribal chief. We the ones. But who knows? There's a lot of uncertainty going on in WWE right now. I heard that Kevin Dunn, Mr. Bucky Beaver, might be out on his ass. Good, because that piece of shit needs to go. And yes, I agree with Jim Cornette on that. He's a piece of shit. But yeah, he needs to go. But yeah, this is definitely a new day for WWE. Who knows? This product might absolutely suck. It might get better. You never know. I mean, I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to watch it very meticulously, and who knows, it might get better from there. It might not. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong, and of course, I'm sure you'll tell me in the comment sections below. But don't forget to subscribe for more content. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment section down below. Let me know what you thought of this. And until next time, this is the Off the Top Rope Show, and I'm Nathan. And thank you for watching very much. Peace out.